All right, guys, so we're doing 10-6 today, and it's basically a review of everything we've done. We do have a quiz that takes place right after this, and this is most of it. The only other things on the quiz that are on here are a few of the geometric problems you can find in 10-5. We're going to start off by doing b minus 4 times b plus 6, and it says do it mentally, but we can distribute and do the same thing. So first I have b times b, that gives me b squared. I have b times 6, which is plus 6b. Now I've distributed my b, I'll go to the negative 4. Negative 4 times b is negative 4b. Negative 4 times positive 6 is plus 24. Or minus 24, sorry. So now I can combine my like terms. They're the center too. B squared doesn't change. 6b minus 4b is plus 2b. And then my minus 24 doesn't change either. So my answer is b squared plus 2b minus 24. Let's do number 2. Y plus 2 times y minus 2. Y times y, y squared. Y times negative 2, negative 2y. Now move to the positive 2. 2 times y is plus 2y. Positive 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. I need to clean up my middle two terms, so I have y squared. Negative 2y plus 2y cancels each other out, so I have y squared minus 4. Number 3, x plus 5 times x plus 7. First, x times x gives me x squared. X times 7 is plus 7x. Now I move to my 5. 5 times x is plus 5x. Positive 5 times positive 7 is plus 35. So again, it's my middle two terms I need to combine. I get x squared. 7 plus 5 is plus 12x plus 35. So you can see these are very repetitive. We have d plus 2d minus 5. D times d, d squared. D times negative 5 is negative 5d. 2 times d is 2d. 2 times negative 5 is negative 10. So my answer is d squared, negative 10d plus 2d. Negative 5d plus 2d gives me negative 3d, and then minus 10. So the last one I am going to do mentally, I'm going to know that it's going to be m times n first, so I get m squared. But all you have to do to get the middle term is take negative 6 minus 2. Negative 6 minus 2 is negative 8, so minus 8, and we put an m on it. And then negative 6 times negative 2 is plus 12. If you don't like the mental way, keep doing it the other way. But if you get that, that's really good, so you can use that. All right, guys, so there's a couple of those on the quiz tomorrow. Let's go on to the next one. Now, these are more review questions, but doing what we've been doing with our distribution, maybe these are a little easier than you remember. So I have 3r times the trinomial r squared minus 2r plus 4. I need to distribute 3r to each term. So the first one I'm going to write out here to the side, is 3r times r squared. Guys, always start with the numbers. There's really a 1 in front of that. 3 times 1 is 3. R to the first times r squared. We add our exponents. You get r to the third. There's our first term. Now I have 3r times negative 2r. Again, we start with the numbers. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. R to the first times r to the first is r squared. And the last one is 3r times 4. 3 times 4 is positive 12. And I can't lose that r, so 12r. So there's your answer. One very similar like that on the quiz. Number 7 is sort of like we did on the last one. We don't have to really distribute, but we need to start with our numbers, then work our way through our variables. So first I have negative 4 times 5. That's negative 20. Now I have c to the third times c to the first. We add our exponents since it's multiplication. So I have c to the fourth. Now move to our d's. D to the first times d to the first is d squared. So there's your answer to number 7. If we go down to the next one, this is probably the hardest one on the page because of order of operations. A lot of people are going to try to go ahead and do 7 times 3 to start it. You have to take care of your exponents first. So I'm going to drag the 7 down and open up parentheses. Now this 2 out here does not mean multiply by 2. It means it's squared. So I'm going to have 3 squared. But I'm going to have x to the first, and since we're raising it to a power, we multiply our exponents. So I have 1 times 2, and I have y to the 1/2 times 2. Now let's clean up the parentheses. 3 squared is not 6. 3 times 3 is 9. X to the 1 times 2, well, 1 times 2 is 2, so x squared. y to the 1/2 times 2, 1/2 times 2 is to the first. Now I can multiply by 7. 9 times 7 is 63. I have no other x's and y's to change those, so x squared y. And there's your answer. All right, so each one of those has a similar problem on the quiz, so make sure you can do those. Let's go to the back page. Number 9, 10, 11, and 12, these kind of go back to the first few lessons of this chapter. A cubed plus a cubed. Remember, if we're adding or subtracting, the exponents in the variable have to match for us to be able to combine them. Here I have a to the third plus a to the third. So I have 2a to the third. There's your answer. Now, when you're doing this, you're adding the numbers since the variables match. It's not going to be a to the sixth. When we add or subtract, the exponents stay the same. Now on number 10, we are multiplying, but remember the numbers in front of that are really ones. 1 times 1 is 1. A to the third times a to the third, we add the exponents, so we get 1a to the sixth, or just a to the sixth. Number 11 is another addition one, so I have to have variables that match. Well, I have k squared and k to the first. They don't match, so I can't do anything. So my answer is just that. Now 12, we're multiplying, and we can combine anything with multiplication. First start with the numbers. 2 times 1 is 2. Now I have k squared times k to the first. Since we're multiplying, we add our exponents. I get 2k cubed. Now number 13 is just like what we're doing on the front page, but I don't just have x minus 2, I have 3x minus 2, but it works the same. I'm going to distribute that one over the parentheses, then the negative 2. 3x times x is 3x squared. 3x times negative 5 is negative 15x. Negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Negative 2 times negative 5 is plus 10. So just like on the front, I need to combine my middle terms. I have 3x squared. Negative 15x minus 2x is negative 17x. And then plus 10. Now let's look at number 14, the last one. Looks like it's the longest problem as well, but it works the same as what we've been doing. It's just now instead of distributing twice, I have to distribute each of those terms 3 times. So I have 2x times 2x squared. I'm going to write that over here. The 2 times 2 gives me 4. X to the first times x squared is x cubed. So there's my first term. 2x times negative 3x. 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. X times x is x squared. And then 2x times 1 is plus 2x. Remember, times 1 doesn't change anything. Now I just have to distribute a negative 1, so it's going to change the sign. So instead of 2x squared, I have minus 2x squared. Instead of minus 3x, I have plus 3x. Instead of plus 1, I have minus 1. So I distributed my negative and changed all the signs. Now this is sort of like the other ones, and it's the sense that all our middle terms can be combined. So I have 4x cubed. I have negative 6x squared minus 2x squared. Negative 6 minus 2 is negative 8x squared. I have 2x plus 3x plus 5x minus 1. So guys, it's all review. You need to do this. This is also good for the test that's coming up. I hope that helps. Good luck.